Drove high. Hate myself. I was driving home from work early because I had a son. No, I do have a son, but my son had a school program going on, and I wanted to be there for it. On the way, I turned on my. I was turned on my. Wow, I can't type. All right, let's see. These are a lot of errors here in this diary, but that's all right. I just kind of, right stream of consciousness. So let's see here. I turned on my wife's Twitch stream on the way home, actually, and we just got it set up the night before. She went and started live streaming herself playing video games, which is pretty cool, and I stand behind that. But anyways, I was watching her on the way home, and that was pretty much the happiest I've been in a long time, which is odd to say, but I guess I was glad I was happy. And now I was supposed to stop at the dispensary on the way home to pick up some marijuana on the way, but I don't know why. And like I said, maybe it's because I was finally happy and I wanted to be a little bit happier than that, or I just have it with me and I can't resist because I swear I'm a fucking addict. I haven't been sober actually for more than 2 days at that point. And still this day, I mean, I'm still on. Haven't had another sober day since yet, but since I'm allowing myself to smoke, maybe I just don't have the capacity to regulate or make good decisions. So I lit a joint and smoked it on my drive, which don't recommend because that was a terrible decision. I got anxious and started hating myself instantly. Like my rational mind was like behind that THC. Like I never even thought clearly or think it was wrong until after I'd smoked, but I can't think logically and make good decisions until I'm under the influence sometimes is what it feels like. So that's kind of sad. But then again, after being under the influence, how do I even know those are good rational decisions in the first place? I'm an addict, and that's all there is to it. First booze, now it's weed. So I just need to stop, full stop, cold turkey. I'll never self-regulate it. On my way home, I was almost not worried about anything. I had no stress at the moment. Just enjoying watching my wife. So maybe, so I thought maybe, it's kind of weird to say, but maybe the getting high fills that gap of not worrying, no anxiety. I don't know. I'm no fucking therapist, but it is my brain, I guess, trying to navigate it. I'm not sure, but every time I do it, I tell myself I'll never do it again. If we're at home, I instantly confess it to my wife, though. I don't hide anything from her anymore. That is what caused all the issues in the past. Well, not all of them. God, her and I have been talking about some stories about myself, and it's almost like I haven't thought about them since it happened, because even I think they're terrible, but rehearing it now, it's just, good God. I need to hold myself accountable, good or bad. I never want to lose the trust of my wife ever again. It took me a long time to gain that back. So that's why all my thoughts anymore, I try to communicate or verbalize to her over this journal. But then I hopped in the shower and got into some deep thinking, and I started thinking, why do I think differently now? Like, what was the catalyst? Why am I starting to see other people's views and perspectives? Why am I more empathetic? I'm definitely not full empathetic, but I swear I'm better at it. But why? What happened? I mean, why do I listen to my wife more and value her input more instead of pushing what I think is best, not considering what would work better for her personally, despite, like, say, the detailed specs that make it superior to another. Like these hand tools. She wants some Ryobi hand tools to do woodworking. I'm like, no, you don't want the Ryobi, they're junk, let's get some DeWalt, maybe Milwaukee if you want that, whatever. But all those tools are heavy. Sure, maybe I think they'll last longer. Maybe they're better built, and maybe that's the truth, and maybe it's not. But for her, they didn't work as well because they're too heavy. And she wants the Ryobi because they're nice and light. She thinks it'll be easier to work with. So, before I just argue about it, and she probably would just gave up and done what I told her to, and then not liked it, and probably not even continue with it. So I try to slow down, stop, think, what, there's probably a reason why she wants this. It would work better for her. She's her own person. I don't control her. So, anyways, that went off on a tangent. But anyways, what was the catalyst? So the closest thing that I can come to, besides, just being out of town for a year while my family fucking struggled at home without me, I mean, that's a terrible feeling. Like, I'd get phone calls from her, and she, all those things going on. She has to deal with this and this and this. And I wasn't there to help, wasn't there to relieve her, let her rest for a year. It feels terrible. But besides that, she did recommend that I listen to or read a book, Dr. Chapman's Five Love Languages. You know, she thought that maybe it'd help me get more in tune and blah, blah, blah. So I did. I listened to the audiobook when I started running in Austin, shortly before I came back. Which, yeah, I picked up running right before I came back, too, which I think running helped me a lot. And I just get down on the run now, obviously, but, well, I say obviously, but it's because I put a picture up on being video, but I think that helped me think and clear my mind a lot. And I don't get to do it a lot since I've worked this new job right now, or at a new job. So, I need to get back into it, see what happens. But he told me basically everything that my wife always tried to tell me, but it came from him, not her, I guess you could say. And he also explained it, and I never took time to listen to my wife for explanation. I just thought it was criticism from her. So, like I said, I started to see what she was already telling me. I started thinking back on all the times that she tried to tell me, and I took it as criticism. And it was just her wanting to help make a better us. Like, she's been trying to open my eyes for so fucking long, and I'm so blind to it. So, I think that was when my mind opened up and I started thinking outside myself for the first time in 36 years. It's been crazy and opens up the whole world to me in a different light. Maybe that's why I feel so lost. Like, I'm in a new place this late in my life, and I'm scared to start over. Maybe I'm fighting it. Some days it feels like I have 2 or 3 selves or personalities. Yeah, it's like an old me, a new me, a work me, a home me. They all feel different. They're all conflicting. And it's weird. It kind of feels like I just kind of switch between them sometimes, and like a switch flicks, and I don't control the switch, and I feel bad. But anyways, maybe it's old me, maybe it's new me fighting for control. I explained this to my wife as she shared another old story of me. And every time she tells me one of these stories, I can't believe it was me. It seems so long ago and foreign. It does too. It's weird to kind of think back on it. It's almost like foggy. Like, I don't ever want to think about it again. But I don't think how could I ever make these decisions? But I did, straight up. I never think of our past, and I know why. I need to be told these, though, no matter how hard it is. When my buddy got married, yeah, this is the story. So, like, when my buddy got married, I was in the wedding party, and we were drinking all day, like taking shots, as we took pictures and got ready. So by the time the wedding happened, I wanted to keep drinking because, as usual, because I was an alcoholic, and my wife was pregnant, so she didn't want to hang out too long and wanted to go home. And I got mad at her, and we fought, and she just left me. She went home, took the car. But I went to the reception. I got hammered, so I had to call her for a ride home. I mean, what a monster. Dude, that was terrible. I could never see myself doing that now. All over getting drunk, really? Yeah, now it's just like, really? Well, I throw everything away just for that. So, but it's not any worse than me smoking on the way home. Well, I have to go to my kid's school function, so I guess I haven't really fucking changed overall. And that's why, like, I'm better just cold turkey quitting shit, because I don't have self-control. I'm not good at it. But it's not anywhere. Yeah. I'm a mess, and she deserves so much better, and that's what I have to be. Like, I always tell her, you should. I'm surprised you stayed with me, and you deserve so much better. You deserve to have left me and found someone better, but she didn't, and so I should have the responsibility to give her what she deserves. Why should I say she should leave me and find something? Why can't I provide what she deserves? So, as for the rest of the night, I built boxes for our raised bed gardens, which is going now. We got some soil the other day. Before we got pizza for the family, and we're starting a tradition almost on Fridays. We were going up to the local gas station, and they make pizza, get pizza and drinks, and we just take the back roads all the way home. It takes longer, sometimes like 30, 45 an hour to get home, but we just eat and drink in the car, have fun, get close family time, relaxation, exploration, and there's no cleanup at home afterwards. You just get out and go in and take your showers. You're good for that. We did take a road that the gravel was gone. It was like a dirt road, and it was real loose dirt, kind of muddy. try and get our vehicle through it, and it starts like snaking, like swerving, and wife held it together. She didn't fall in the ditches on either side. Made it out. Pretty fun. Yeah, see, we almost got stuck, but once in a while, she's a good driver. Blah. It ended when we had to stop at a little water crossing. My wife, fucking, her foot got slipped on the algae that was on the little water crossing bridge, and she went down hard. I freaked out. The kids are freaking out. I was hoping she didn't get hurt. She usually has hip pain. I didn't want her to hurt any more than she already does. Back pain, all that. But she was laughing. She was a trooper. She fucking laughed it off, got up, and never bothered her again. Didn't get a bruise or nothing, but she was all muddy. So she had to strip naked in the middle of the fucking gravel road. And found a towel in the car, and so we had to go home. But anyways, it was a good night after that. So, yeah. So that was Friday the 10th, May 10th, 2024, in a nutshell. So, anyways, peace.